Sounds like Mr. Bowie on backing vocals. Right. How are you? How's how's lockdown? How's nearly New Year? Like Christmas, New Year won't be much different to me because I stayed in anyway. I can't stand all that nonsense. Like you haven't had a good time unless you've been arrested. oh, where you watching from? Let's see if America beats UK again. Um, yeah. I mean, I can't wait for this to be over. It's just dragging on, and obviously I'm worried about filming and gigs that I've postponed once already. Not the filming I haven't, but the gigs have. But the filming can't go into the when I'm doing gigs. So I mean, it's a nightmare. I know that's not the worst of it. I know people are actually suffering. But I've reached that where I go, they'll have the vaccines by March. I'm already going, oh come on, I'll come and collect them. Where are they? Are they all in the warehouse? Someone's name's on all of them. Oh, Orange County, Chichester, Oklahoma, Kent, Canada, Bristol, Ohio. It's Manchester, New Jersey, Essex, Chicago, Amsterdam, Colorado, Queens, Atlanta. Oh, America's taken over now. So yeah, I hope you're well. Let's get on with the questions. That's enough about this little fucker. Can you do the vaccine yourself? Can't you just? Why can't you download it? I just like download vaccine. Just like that. Oh, thanks. Bella, Bella the Whippet. If I saw you in the park and I came over to say hello, but you noticed I have a crusty eye bogey, would you tell me and remove it for me, or would you just leave it? I'd leave. It's not my job, Bella. You're not my dog. It's not my job to remove eye bogey. Sometimes a dog will come over and they have muddy paws. They get muddy on me. It slaver on me. If a person runs past me and sort of coughs, I go, "You dirty fucker." I don't care. I don't care what. Same with noisy eating. A cat can be, or a raccoon, or a fucking porcupine. Oh, if I'm in a restaurant and someone's going, I want to stab them in the head with my fork. That's a joke. I don't want to stab anyone, but you know what I mean. No, I wouldn't remove. I'd just carry on playing with you. It's your business, isn't it? Julia, what was the best part about working with the Muppets in Muppets Most Wanted? That I thought they were real. I used to hold back sometimes from lunch, so they were all in position. I didn't like seeing them sort of flopped in a box. I'd wait, then I'd ignore the humans, and I'd go in and I'd talk to them. I remember once I was talking to Pepe, the prawn, right? I said, "What did you have for lunch?" And he was telling me, and I went, "All right." And then I said, "What did you have?" To Constantine, I said, "I had the fish." I went, "All right, it was a good day." I was just chatting like that, and we looked over, and there was a couple of extras just watching me talk to a frog and a prawn about just normal things. Oh dear, that was the best bit. I'm a big kid and I suspend they're mates. They're just like friends. It's really weird. Annabelle, what have you enjoyed most about doing Twitter broadcasts during 2020? You know what? It started off like, oh, I should do something, like a moral sort of duty. Then it became a pain. I was doing too many. Right? Then I really looked forward to it. It's sort of, it was summer. I wake up, oh, it's Wednesday, I'll do that thing tonight. That's something to do. So, it's been fun. It's been lovely. The camaraderie, all the people who tune in. like it's weird that it's hundreds of thousands of people watch. You know, every time. I mean, that's like a TV show with no restrictions. That's really lovely. It's been useful. It keeps your brain active. Talking about like I'm in sort of some sort of home keeps keeps my brain active. Uh, but no, it's been it's been great. Oh, obviously, you know things like the businesses raising thousands of pounds for cats and dogs around the world. That's brilliant. Um, but it's just been nice and fun, and a piece of work, a piece of not discipline, but you know what I mean. Something. It's 6 o'clock. It's Wednesday. I've got to do that thing. Uh, and I think people need that. I think people don't like going. What day is it? I don't have to do anything. I don't think people like that. I think that's why people who retire go, "What have I done? What I want to go back to work for 5 years." Um, so yeah, that's been the best bits. Chatting to all you idiots. Paige, who is your all-time favourite stand-up comic? That is so tough. Um, and there's not many to choose from, but it's tough to say which one is my favourite. So like people in the mix, uh, Patrice O'Neill, he might be, but he didn't get to do a lot, so it's not. I've what you know. He's not with us anymore, so he can't have a new special. Do you know what I mean? So, but it's also great because it's finite and um, Patrice O'Neill, Louis C.K. Uh, um, oh God, uh, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, uh, the old lot, you know, Richard Pryor, and all those people. I like they all had something to say. I like that, but then I like just silly things like Harry Hill. I saw him in the mid-90s, and I thought I couldn't laugh any harder, and it was just silly nonsense. You know, he didn't bring any heat to the stand-up. He didn't have an agenda or a voice or just silly. Just do it. But so, uh, oh, that's a tough one. I think it's out of those. I think I might give it to Patrice. It was special, really special. I've never seen anyone start with such a contentious idea to make the audience gasp and then bring them round, either to his way of thinking or to realise that it's okay to be saying these things he doesn't really mean or whatever. But it was his bravery, his fairness as well, his fairness. And I just gutted I never got to meet him. Because he used to hang out with all the sort of crew I hang out with in New York when I go there, like the serious lot. But I never got to meet him. So yeah. Anyway, but all those people would vie for it. Dougal, what's your New Year resolution? You know what? I don't have them really, because there's no point. I don't really see it as a beginning. I think about it when questions like this come up, and it's the same as everyone else's, really, isn't it? It's like work harder, work out more, get healthy, you know, whatever. But it's those things you sort of, you know, the 1st of January doesn't change those things. One thing I thought of, I want to do all those things that I said. I do want to be healthier, and you know, I think I should go to the doctors more and dentists. I can't be bothered. I could have a hospital built on the side of my house, right? I've got no excuse, right? It's not like it's fine. I could have a small. I could have a hospital, a little hospital built with a living doctor, right? Right. I probably still wouldn't. It'll be a bit of a waste, wouldn't it? About I have a hospital built, right, and a living doctor who just sort of sits there, or maybe I get a doctor who played tennis and chess, So he'd have to be my little friend. Or no, what? No, I just hired. I've basically hired a friend who is there if I have a heart attack. Yeah, but then hold on though. I hire a doctor, full-time doctor, right? He keeps to her, and then we play tennis together and play chess and that, and he becomes a friend. Then I have to go. You can't stick your finger there anymore because we're mates. Do you know what I mean? So you can't do that anymore. So I then have to have another doctor who I didn't talk to or be friends with. So now I'm hiring 2 doctors and I've built a hospital. So that's why I don't do New Year's resolution. There is one that I've thought of, and it's to travel more just for the fun of it, because me and Jane go all around the world doing gigs, and it's fantastic. I've played my favourite places in the world, and places I haven't been before, and they become my. It's great, man. And for 2 hours work, we get 46 hours in the most beautiful cities and hotels in the world. Brilliant. But I think we could just go there anyway. I don't have to sell out an arena to go to Barcelona for the weekend. So why don't? And this year we've really missed it. We've missed all those places that we would have gone to again. So I think 1 year's resolution is I can afford to just go to Paris for the weekend for no reason other than just walking around eating. So that would be one. Travel for the sake of it, I think, just for the sheer fun of it. But probably won't do that either. But I'm tired. I've got a bunion. Joey, you have been given the opportunity to visit one place where the walls can talk. Interesting. Where would you go and what would you hope to find out? So, I know what you mean. So, the walls have got all the secrets of all the things that have ever happened there. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Well, I think most people think of the White House or 10 Downing Street or the Vatican, which would be. I'm not really interested in politics and when people plan to do things because they're sort of documented. And I know there's sort of secrets and stuff, but I'm more interested in like sort of scientific discovery and things like that. Really, like I don't know, Isaac Newton's laboratory. What was he doing? What was he? I assume the walls can know what they were thinking as well. Like it's not just a wall, and they just see it, and he just goes, "Yeah." And what? I don't know what he was doing. I assume these walls are intelligent. They took it all in. They remembered. They can tell me everything. Probably something like that, like Einstein's study. Like what? Although, what if the wall? What if the wall was like a bit of a god? Like what was it like? And the wall goes, yeah, he's clever, yeah. What did he do? And the wall went, a lot of wanking. I went, what? Went, it's a lot of masturbation. I go, well then, why? I don't know. He's a genius, and he needed to. I don't want to. Don't tell me that. Tell me about EMC squared. E equals MC squared. Tell me about that. Do you remember? Yeah, it was amazing. But he had a little wank between M and C squared. That's how much. Oh God! What a load of shite this is. It's not what I was hoping to find out. Well, we're wolves, and we have to tell the truth. There was wanking 24/7. That's why his hair was all over the place and his tongue was out. Just a lot of wanking. Sure, he was a genius. He did relativity, but wanking. Oh God. Oh, pure shite, pure bollocks. Thanks, Joey, for your question. Nice cat asks a nice question like that. It's Einstein wanking. Um, Daniel, TV film recommendations, please. Wow, I haven't seen any films, but I've got so many TV recommendations this year. Uh, well, it depends. Where do you want to start? You know all the classics, I assume. Sopranos, The Wire, Columbo, The Bridge, The Killing, all those. Dexter, Breaking Bad. You know all those. So things like that are just as good, and even evolving. They'd all be foreign dramas. So um, Spiral, amazing French police series, and there's like 6 series of that. It's incredible. It's brilliant. You want to spend time with the people. Just great characters and stories. The Bureau, French spy thriller, might be one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. Incredible. It's remarkable. Clem, Dutch thing, sort of about a sort of crime thing infiltrating a family. Caliphate, fantastic. Fauda, about the Middle Eastern conflict. They're all usually either serial killers or about corruption or law. What else? The 12 Dutch series. Yeah, and then really lovely escapist things like Last Kingdom. I've just watched Barbarians, which I loved. I've just started watching Vikings, which I love. So you got those as well, just pure fun escapism stuff. But yeah, these European dramas are just remarkable. There you go. You forget all that, won't you? Get back and freeze frame it. Nancy, how long do you look in the mirror when you're alone in the elevator? Not as long as I used to. I don't like what I see anymore. I probably used to take the whole time. Now I just go, oh fuck. Who's that? Oh, it's me. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever do that thing when you're in like a really cool hotel toilet or something and you're washing your hands, you look up and you look, oh, you go, fucking hell, I look pretty good, look like George Clooney. And you realise that it's the lighting behind and it's like smoked and it's probably, then you see another mirror and you go, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, fucking hell. I've got one of those magnifying mirrors now. Fucking hell, it's horrendous. It's horrendous. I mean, oh, God. Way too HD. Emma, have you ever thought about writing an autobiography? No, I've thought about having one, right? Waking up and it's just written, but whenever I think about it, you'd have to write, I go, fuck that. No. Also, I got nothing to tell really. I mean, I spew it all now. It doesn't get any. I've got nothing more to say. You know what I mean? You know my life in real time. I suppose I could do the early years, but again, who cares? Who fucking cares? Just work. Just more work. Me going, do you want to hear about me? I'm going, yeah, all right. It's a good Christmas gift. I think my auntie likes you. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I know it's like getting your affairs in order, I suppose, like a document. But again, I don't give a shit. It'd be nice to have. I quite like the idea of it, like something to sign and give away. I quite like the idea of someone being around that I can always plug as well. If I get bored, I can go buy them a book. What would you call it? Well, I thought of a funny thing happened on the way to the office, because then it could be up to that. point, and I think that would be more interesting than Showbiz Life. So I think that's a good title. So I like this. I like doing this sort of stuff. I keep thinking of a title, thinking of it. I was thinking that today. What photo, when I die, what photo do I want them to show on the news? And it would be a bath pic. I love the idea of that. The comedian and writer and actor and animal activist Ricky Gervais died today in his home. And it's just a big picture of me going behind him. Like, I demand it. I demand it. If you want to use clips of The Office, that's the picture. But it's always one like that, isn't it? And those are morons, they always do things like that. No, let's have one. Like that. Take a screen grab and send it to the news and say this is what he wants to. Oh, fucking hell. Eye strain. Gervais, the comedian actor, died doing a bath pic live on Twitter. That's a good game. We should do that. I should do that on Twitter. Post the picture you genuinely want to have in the on the program at your funeral, on the news or local radio or whatever, local paper. What picture you want them to show of you? Oh dear. Gunnar, you are a government agent for MI6, transmitting subliminal messages on your shows to the people of the world. The message is your choice. What message do you send out? So I can change the world without them knowing by just doing these. I've been sending out subliminal things to people who go, oh, maybe I'll become vegan. Well, things like that, right? That's a good one, obviously. Stopping animal cruelty. What are the big ones? Protecting free speech. Secularism for the world. Fairness. And equality, and that's supported by free speech and vice versa. And animal cruelty, they're the main three for me, aren't they? If I could stop animal cruelty, I'd sort of. But then there's another injustice that's equal if you can't have free speech. It all comes from that, doesn't it? I mean, if I could make the world secular, I think all the problems would be solved. Really, people would just they learn truth and had the right to say it, and fucking hell, that's you're a dog, Gunnar. Why are you asking me questions like that? I haven't had time to think about it. I've been given the greatest opportunity of mankind, and I don't know that everyone has to take a picture of themselves and send it to the news and go, this is the picture I want when I die. That's my message to the world. I think this has been particularly bollocks. I think it's been probably one of the worst ones ever, which I'm very proud of. Because I didn't think I could go lower. And that was like a challenge to me. I thought, Rick, you've hit rock bottom here, you can't get this worse. And I thought, hold my pint. And I think I've proved there's always a little bit lower to go with quality. Kermit, if you had to choose between shaving your head all winter or shaving the rest of your body every summer so that you were super smooth like a brand new baby, Kermit, which would you choose? Well, I think when I've finished Afterlife, I think I probably will shave my head anyway. Because I hate how thin it's getting and straggly, and I think, but I can't just do that willy-nilly because I might be in the middle of filming something, so you can't just decide to do it. And it'd be cold, but I don't care about that. I go out with wet hair anyway. Jamie says, you're an idiot. I have a bath and I go out and it's freezing, I've got wet hair and my head freezes. but it's too late to go back and pick up a hat. I can't shave my body all over. That's horrible. Also, I couldn't get down to some bits. I, I couldn't get. No. Those blokes who shave their balls and stuff, right? If they cut, so they put a little bit of paper on it, so that when they go and play squash, they've got little bits of paper stuck all over their balls where they've cut themselves shaving. I have to shave my head then. Shave your body. It wouldn't be that bad. Again, it's having done it. If I could click my fingers and one of them would have happened, I'd probably do no hair for the summer. I don't know, Kermit. It's a weird question. Right, we've run out of time. One last question. Run out of time. Like it was like this was like solid gold stuff. Titch, Mr. G, when you were on the 11 o'clock show with Sacha Baron Cohen, did you ever think that you or him would be as famous as you are? Do you find it weird that you're both on the same show? Yeah, well, not at the time. Also, he was already, when I joined, he was sort of already famous because of that. I thought it was great, Ali G. But no, I certainly didn't think I'd go on to be this successful or well known. I just thought, I sort of did it for the money. I thought it was fun. They let me do what I want. Just a laugh, but it paid well, and I had a normal job the year before, so I sort of couldn't believe my luck really. But yeah, it is weird, I suppose. I'm Mackenzie Crook. Was on it for a while. But no, you don't think those things. You don't think your first sort of job on TV, mucking around, playing an awful character. You don't think I'll probably be. This will probably make me world famous. You think, oh fuck me, I've paid the rent. I've paid the fucking rent. It's amazing. It was fun and I paid the rent. That's what I was thinking. Couldn't fucking believe my luck. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? This is my autobiography, isn't it? A year of this shite. Well, there you go. I'll keep doing them until it's all fucking done. I don't know how long that'll be. I hope you enjoyed that. Retweet it at least. Retweet it. Alexa, play David Brent, Life on the Road. Siri, play David Brent, Life on the Road. Let me know if it worked. Brilliant. Well, have a good week. See you Sunday. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye. Fuck's sake.